Well, Merry Christmas, everyone. It's pretty well close to Christmas, and I hope you're going to have a nice, family-oriented Christmas. Small gatherings are encouraged as usual right now. Um, and of course, that's what we're going to have as well. It's funny. It looks like people really want to cheer up and uh, get the spirit going. We've had here at almost all the stores have been sold out of Christmas lights. They've been sold out before Thanksgiving. And houses are decorated. So I think that's great. I think let's try to uplift everyone's spirits and see the decorations. It's wonderful. So, what shall we talk about just real quick for Christmas time? I thought maybe about uh, toys of Christmas past. How about that? um, and there's been, what I mean by that is like the real popular ones that are not that popular now. They've had their time. I mean, there's always staples that have been around for years, like your Legos or your Lincoln Logs. Do they still make them? I think they do. Um, but I remember, for instance, um, in the 80s, I think it was probably maybe 85. What did my daughter have to have? The only thing she wanted. Cabbage Patch doll. Oh my God. Getting a Cabbage Patch doll. You think your PlayStation's, whatever that PlayStation is. I'm sorry, I don't know what, 5, whatever, is hard to get. Cabbage Patch dolls were that hard to get. It was worse than trying to score cocaine. And I wish I was joking, but I'm not. It was that hard trying to find Cabbage Patch dolls. And that's all that your daughter wanted in like around 85. I'm thinking somewhere around there, pretty darn close to 85, 86. And everyone was sold out. So I remember I had a workmate that said, I think it was something like my sister's boyfriend or husband works for Toys R Us. Hopefully everyone remembers Toys R Us. I wish they were still around. I really liked them. And that's all they were. They were a toy store. I'm sure people still remember Toys R Us, but anyways, he worked as a truck driver. So what I was told was, if you want to get a Cabbage Patch doll, give me your $25 in cash, and as the truck pulls up, I'll be able to get you a doll for your daughter. And it was serious. It was that the dolls didn't even make it into the store. They were already mobs and mamas. Maybe there were some dads there, but mostly mamas, with their money in hand. I gotta get a doll. I gotta get a doll. It was that bad. It was a hysteria. So yeah, I gave her my $25 and said, "Get me a doll." That's the only thing that she wants for Christmas. And do we still have that doll? Yeah, I don't remember what box it's in or storage, but at least maybe it's in fairly good condition once I find the darn thing. But she had to have it, and it was they were that popular that they were worse than trying to score crack. Under the table. Give me that $25. Oh gosh, what other toys that they had to have that saw their time? Oh, my son had to have when he was little a Teddy Ruxpin. Okay, that thing creeped me out. I'm sorry. I did get him one. It just seemed like it would work sometimes, and sometimes it didn't work. Maybe it was one of the first electronic toys to come out, and it was just getting started, being perfected. I don't know, but yeah, I can't remember. I think it moved its mouth, told a story. Maybe it blinked its eyes, and maybe I don't know. It never really worked all that great. I remember that he had to have one of those. Then as the kids got older, and I don't know, maybe it was in the 90s now, I don't know. Oh, those darn things, those other electronic things. Furbies? Yeah, you had to teach them. Teach them? Oh my God. Yeah, that lasted all but a month of trying to teach them of when to wake up or how to talk or, I don't know. They were weird too. I wouldn't want one in my room, I'm sorry. No. So I remember the Furbies. And what were those other things? They're like a watch, Tamagotchis. Oh gosh. Yeah, that lasted a long time too. Because you had to constantly look and say, oh, okay, I gotta feed my Tamagotchi. Oh God, please. Yeah, maybe, I don't know even if those are around anymore or not. Got me. I just remember that when Atari came out, and that was the thing to get. You could always get a game to make the kid happy. Whatever game. Oh, yes. Yes, I have my Dutch brothers. They don't pay me nothing. I just like them. Sorry. And right now they have Christmas flavor, so hey. Anyways, what other things? My son used to collect, and yeah, collect. He would, He-Mans. He was a big He-Man fan. And, we think back then, oh, if he would have saved those and not, played with them or whatever, how much they would be worth today. And I would rather them play with it. No, don't touch it. Have it in the box. To me, toys are made to be played with. I'm sorry, and he played with them. Let me tell you, he played with them. And I was happy for that. And like I said, he had a He-Man. Excuse me. I can't remember if he was too much into Marvel or DC at that time. But Thundercats, that one too. And yeah, I would say those two. On my daughter, she wasn't into Barbie or that sort of thing very much. She was more into getting together with her friends. She didn't have that. She didn't have the desire, to have that many toys. I remember the toy to have, I guess, was a Barbie doll, and you had your Barbie house, and you had your Barbie car, and you'd go over to a friend's house, and get together and have a Barbie dream house, and oh Lord have mercy. But there are things that have lasted, throughout all the years and years and years. I remember I had a game called Candyland and Chutes and Ladders when I was little. Well, you know what? They updated that, and my kids had their own, and they had Candyland and Chutes and Ladders, and I played with them. I love board games, and I guess board games are coming back too, because I know that they're my son. Oh gosh, yeah, I hate it's just the year 2020 was awful, but he would have game board nights, with a whole bunch of friends where they get together, and I would too, with friends. Each of us would bring games, and we'd set up tables, and there'd be this type of game going on over here, and then when that was done, you could go over here and play this board game, and it was a lot of fun. And I really do. I hope for those days to return. I really, really do. So this Christmas, like I said, I guess the have to toy is that PlayStation that no one can get, unless, you already got it or pre-ordered it, or I don't know what all that stuff is. But anyways, no one in our household is getting it. Now that I think about it, I know there is a PlayStation in our garage. We've set up our garage like a play area for that, with the big TV and with the PlayStation down there, and um, we are a family. Unfortunately, half of us smoke and half of us don't. So that's out there in the garage. We don't smoke in the house ever. Never. But and then there's some games that they've got there. And I know that I'm trying to think, even my son, I think, still plays online, and I can't remember all the different games. He's more, I know that his big thing was for a long time magic cards, and I think most people know what those are. And when I mean magic cards, I don't mean, oh, I'm going to learn a trick and I'm going to be like Penn and Teller. No, 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 not a magician. Those are magic cards. They have tournaments, and I guess you can play online. They're assigned certain values, and they do certain things. And this card can go over here, and it can win, or you take this person's cards, and there's points, and this one attacks this one, and that one can attack that one, and this one is a rare card, and is worth X amount of money, and my son has those, or did at least. Some of them quite valuable they were, so he was into that for a long time. You could always get him that for Christmas. He would be happy. Get him a pack of magic cards. Like I said, he was into tournaments and stuff like that. And I think he says he still plays online, but I'm not for sure on that. But he plays some other games online, and I always forget to ask him because I just whatever. So those are some Christmases of toys past. I have, like I said, a little great granddaughter, and she just turned 2 in December, so just very, very, very recently. And it's fun just getting her toys. And again, the toys that we're getting, which is now, I love it. It's non-gender based, meaning I got her like a tractor that has little animals in it. Not a little dolly that you have a little bottle of fake milk or something in there and feed the baby, because that's what the girls do. She has like a little tea set in the kitchen. But again, she's not, we don't buy toys based on her gender. She got from her grandpa a little, you ride in it. She rides in it. It is a Bugatti. I hope she doesn't later on think that she's going to get a Bugatti when she gets older. But this car is amazing. She can steer it on her own. However, there is a remote control that an adult can use to steer it. It's got, of course, it's got headlights and taillights. It's got doors that open and close. It's got a dashboard that lights up. It's got a clock, a digital clock, and it has something, and I'm not familiar with it, I'm sorry, something called Oxford that you can get an SD card for, and plays its own music, just like a regular radio. It's an amazing little car. And of course she rides around in that, or she's starting to. She was scared of it at first, but yes, we had to get a Bugatti. God, really? Okay, let's get her the most expensive. But so I see Christmas now through different eyes, and it's still exciting for me. Like I said, Christmas isn't my favorite holiday, but it is a chance for us to get together, and I hope that your family has a pleasant Christmas as well. Yeah, again, ours is small, just immediate family. Then I'll just be dropping off gifts to my sister and her family, because there we go. You're extending your bubble when you get outside the house. And this year we just don't want to risk that, especially with, like I think I've mentioned, and maybe I haven't, my son-in-law is immune deficient, so we have to watch out. And we've been lucky so far. He's remained healthy, and we just want to keep it that way and end the year on a good note. So, Merry Christmas to all, and a Happy New Year. We'll see what happens next year, and let's hope that vaccine gets distributed and we can get back to a normal life, or a life semi-normal. Thanks for listening.